Traditionally, this deficit has been largely met by imports from Canada, USA, Australia, and Myanmar. However, in recent times, Africa has emerged as an important supplier, particularly of the tur, which is pigeon peas, chickpeas, and grain mung beans. Africa pulses are now well accepted in Indian markets, with most millers acknowledging the processing outcomes are economically viable. Although African pulses production is predominantly smallholder, substantial quantities are still produced. Indian pulses imports from Africa were about 60,000 metric tons per year in 2005, and we anticipate this figure will increase to 600,000 metric tons by year 2015. The fold is tenfold increase is in 10 years. ETG has substantially contributed to this by running smallholder schemes. The increased production has also resulted in large investments in processing. Export Trading Group has a processing capacity as of now of 100,000 metric tons of pulses in Africa and is set to increase this to 200,000 metric tons in the next 18 months. However, consumption too is growing dramatically. Global population is increasing, incomes are growing, and people are opting for healthier vegetarian diets, a significant component in which is pulse. The increased consumption will place a huge burden on already stretched land resources. The West has virtually no farming land left. In India and the East, industrialization is fast displacing agricultural land, and farming is going out of fashion with today's youth, who are now seeking more vibrant city lifestyle. Well, then who will then meet this added demand? Part of the answer will come from Africa. Africa has 25% of the world's rain-fed arable land and yet to contribute minimally to the world food supply. But this is changing. Huge investment is going on into Africa, agriculture and infrastructure. ETG at the forefront of this change. We are empowering African smallholder farmers in 25 African countries, and we are investing in all parts of the supply chain. I cannot overstate the importance of Africa in the pulses supply chain, and in closing, I leave you with the thought: within our lifetime, Africa will become the bread basket of the world. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, sir. That was the chairman of Export Trading Group, Mr. Patel. Thank you, sir, for your presence here and, of course, your address. On this momentous occasion, ladies and gentlemen, the India Pulses and Grains Association have come up with a marvelous souvenir. Global Pulses Conclave 2012, commemorated very specially with this beautiful souvenir. We would request on behalf of the association and of course the India, of course the conclave, Mr. Jignesh Shah to do us the honors and release the souvenir. Ladies and gentlemen, the release of the Global Pulses Enclave souvenir. May I please request Mr. Jignesh Shah and our chief guest to hold a copy each and give us a good photo opportunity with all the gentlemen on the dais. We have one more copy. Mr. Baichichi, Mr. Venkachari, will do us the honors. Global Pulses Conclave 2012, the souvenir. Released by Mr. Jignesh Shah. Ladies and gentlemen, before we ask our esteemed chief guest to say a few words, may I please request Mr. Jignesh Shah to say a few comments.
Respected Sri Rajiv Agarwal ji, Secretary, Department of Consumer Affairs.